Question for the Errol Spence fans who continue throughout, you know, basically, waiting in the process of getting this fight made and then finally, the build up to this fight and what people were saying about Terrence Crawford's resume, saying that his resume was questionable, said he hadn't fought anybody. So once again, is Errol Spence the latest nobody he hasn't fought? So I guess Errol Spence is a nobody. But then again, the way Terrence Crawford beat him up, I guess you would think he was a nobody, because compared to Terrence Crawford's 7 previous fights before Errol Spence, based off the fact that Terrence Crawford had his biggest punch output when it comes to punches thrown and punches landed versus Errol Spence. Errol Spence was one of Terrence Crawford's easiest opponents. And like I said before, I'm just having a blast, like, just destroying you Errol Spence fans. This has been like the greatest week ever for me, because you guys had it coming. You guys had it coming, and I love it. And I see a lot of these dudes just either all of a sudden trying to jump on the bandwagon. Some are in just total retreat mode. Then you got people just continuing to make excuses, because their worst nightmare came true. And like I said, some of these people, as this fight started to get closer and closer as it got made, reality started to sink in about what could possibly happen. Then you had people copping pleas, goofy mental midgets and a few other people. But it was just hilarious. Like, after the aftermath of, Crawford beating the hell out of Errol Spence. So I just found it hilarious. It was just real funny to me. So once again, I guess Errol Spence is a nobody as well, because once again he got beat like he was nobody. But excuses continue to pour in about why Errol Spence lost. And then you having people say, well, we didn't know how good Terrence Crawford was by who he fought. Like I said, have you guys really broke down Errol Spence's resume? Did you really break down Errol Spence's resume? Errol Spence's resume kind of was misleading, because and I'm not taking nothing from the dudes he had fought, but like I said, if you really had broke down his resume wasn't that much better than Terrence Crawford's. It really wasn't. Or you could make an argument that it was a little bit worse, and it was misleading. But like I said before, when you had a whole bunch of fanboys like elevate and enhance, the whole program called the PBC, and enhance these fighters because they were, apologists and fans of Al Heyman, and I understand why. But when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, Errol Spence's resume wasn't that much more impressive than Terrence Crawford's. And then when you come with some facts that basically the PBC in head-to-head matchups with Top Rank actually has a losing record, that speaks volumes. So nobody wants to have these real conversations, but this is why I would have destroyed these people in debates. But like I said, I'm sorry that a lot of y'all, casual people who now are starting to understand boxing a little bit more, basically, fell for it, and you basically was listening to a lot of these propaganda-based YouTube channels that was putting out a lot of false and misleading information pertaining to, boxing, the PBC, and common opponents. Just because they have 200,000-300,000 subscribers doesn't mean they know what they was talked about. It's basically how they present their channel. They have a niche on how they know how to bring people about and get them to listen to their channel and get them And what I mean by them, the people that follow their channel to believe what they're actually saying is factual when actually it isn't. But like I said, I came with facts. But maybe I'll do a video breaking down Errol Spence's last 7 opponents versus Terrence Crawford's last 7 opponents before Spence, because I already did Terrence Crawford's last 8 fights. And I came with some facts, and I shut a lot of people up. I know I know enough about this boxing stuff to where I can make these type of videos, and I came with the numbers. And see, that's what these dudes wasn't doing. They were just sitting up in front of a computer, yelling and screaming, acting like they knew what they was talking about, and they really didn't. And then you should really pay attention to how stupid they looked after this fight. When Errol Spence, like I said, got the Whataburger beat out of his ass. But nevertheless, let me know what you guys think. I just find it funny now that the aftermath of this fight, people were saying Terrence Crawford hadn't fought nobody. So, like I said before, is Errol Spence the latest nobody for Terrence Crawford to have beaten up on? Anyway, let me know what you guys think. This your boy Tail. I'm out. I'm having a blast with this.